What is going on, guys? Logan here for a new video, and today I'm gonna be talking about a transmission issue that I've been having lately. And I apologize if it looks like any of my footage is bouncing up and down or anything. I'm actually walking my dog Trixie. She is actually my personal first dog. But as far as my transmission issues, the 6R80 is known to have kind of a weak point, and that is the I forget exactly which sensor it is. I'll put it down in the description, but one of the sensors will go out, which causes your transmission to do really weird shifts. Like it's widely known that it shifts from fifth, like you'll be going 50 miles an hour, all of a sudden you'll be slammed down into first gear, which is what happened to me today. Right now it's going all kind of weird. Look at this. Okay, what the? Wheels just screeched. What the? Going all kind of crazy. This is just revving up and it's revving up by itself. It's absolutely insane that happened. It felt like, I was just driving normal, wasn't doing anything crazy. It's just my revs. It felt like my RPMs would go up a little bit. And last time it did this was last week. I didn't think anything of it because it only did it one time when I was maybe going 30, 40 miles an hour. It shut me down into first. I didn't think anything too much of it. I just turned my car off, turned my car back on, and it drove normally. But today, my little, that little wrench that's next to the RPM cluster, that lit up. It didn't say anything with any kind of check engine light or anything, but that little, the wrench lit up and my car started, it felt like it almost wanted to like slip out of first gear. So I was locked into first gear. I didn't know at the time because I was driving through a parking lot, but I was at low speeds. I couldn't get out of first gear this morning. And then all of a sudden when I'm driving to my buddy's house to look at my code, because that code that happened this morning, that would have been saved on my car. So he was gonna pull it up and all of a sudden my car starts going crazy, which is why I decided to film it. But pretty much what's going wrong is my car doesn't know what gear it's in at certain times. So when I was driving earlier, I was going maybe 55, 50 miles an hour. All of a sudden my car starts to detect that, hey, you're in first gear. You need to slow down. You're going way too fast for first gear. So it locked up the tires to try to slow me down, which is honestly very dangerous. That first time it happened, I was taken by surprise. I thought that my car was only gonna do what it did this morning with the RPMs kind of growing and growing, which it did in the later part of that video. But took me by surprise that my wheels are going to lock up. So I took it to a local Ford dealership, the Conroe Ford. I've heard good things about them, so hopefully they do me good. Don't try to give me the runaround, because this is an obvious safety issue. This is a published, known safety issue. But the crazy thing is that I called 2 different Ford dealerships, told them exactly what was going on, and they simply said, yeah, this is an issue that we can do under warranty. It blew my mind because there are 4 documented cases of this happening and people actually crashing. So let's just say that I didn't get it fixed, and let's just say I would have crashed today when that happened. That does not look good on Ford. Now, the actual part that's going to be replaced is the molded lead frame. I don't know exactly what it is. It's actually the first time I heard about it today, but the molded lead frame, from what I can tell, it's one of the parts around the transmission that helps seal everything together. But with them replacing that, they're going to have to drain my transmission fluid. They're going to have to get new transmission gaskets, and then like a filter, and I know there's something else I'm forgetting. And that right there is just to fix and replace the sensor. So Ford, obviously, they found out that there were issues. They made a switch with one of the parts in February of 2012. It's kind of funny because if my car was made, I think like 2 months later, I wouldn't have been affected because they made the change the month after my car was made. Now, honestly, I was really, really reluctant to take it to another dealership after what happened with the Ford Katy out there, or the AutoNation Ford and Katy. But this right here is a situation where I want to take it to a Ford dealership because they're going to be the experts on this right here. But as far as other issues I've been having leading up to this, I would say that it is my, my advanced track system. That would randomly turn off, it would happen about every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. My advanced track system would just completely turn off, which would turn off my electronic stability control and my what is it? How did I just forget that? My traction control. So it would turn off both of those, and it would only be for about 20-30 seconds, then it would turn back on. So I didn't think anything too much of it, but that's an issue directly related to this right here. Which, big shout out to my buddy Andy and his wife. They actually drove me home after dropping my car off at the dealership, but I was actually on my way to his house when my car started to do all that funky kind of stuff. So that's why I pulled up my camera real quick to videotape it, because explaining that to somebody was really, really hard, exactly what was going on. I can say, oh, the RPMs were going up, my speedometer was going up, it was going down, it would keep accelerating without me accelerating. So having a video was a lot better. That's why I videotaped it. And it's kind of cool because I know exactly what sensor went wrong, because my buddy, he has this really elaborate scanner that it's not an OBD2 scanner. It's a completely different kind of scanner where you can see every little thing. The only thing it doesn't tell you is like the color of underwear you have. And I'm not even exaggerating. You could literally see just about everything, any kind of information your car had, I guarantee was on that little tablet. You could see exactly what gear you're in, the temperature of your engine, temperature of the air going into your engine. You can also run tests to see how your engine's doing, if it's throwing any kind of codes, obviously. You can do I think you can test like every single sensor in the car, I think every sensor. You can do an individual test on those, which is how I found out that it was this particular sensor that went out. But guys, that will be it for today's video. I just wanted to let you all know exactly what's going on to my car, and who knows, maybe you just randomly found this video and you're freaking out because you had something similar happen to me. Just know that this is a big safety issue from Ford, and you need to go to your dealership and let them know that you do not feel safe driving your car because, shoot, what happened right there with me, that my car is very obviously not safe to drive. But I will give you an update on how the dealership out here in Conroe, how they are. But they will be having my car for about 4 or 3 days. That's going to be how long it takes them. Well, there's a line in front of me, obviously. So in about 4 days, I'll have an update for y'all, and I'll let y'all know if the dealership out here in Conroe is worth a dang, and if y'all should go to them. When I was talking to the service advisor, he was agreeing with me that my car obviously was not safe to drive. So I'm thinking that they'll go ahead and take care of me, which honestly they should, because this is an issue from Ford. This isn't anything to do with me modding the car or anything, and this is a serious safety issue. So all we can do is wait and see. But guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.